Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Cure for the Common Game. Today, we're not doing a deck today, but as y'all know, I was gone on vacation last week, and before I left, I had ordered some legends off of the list of legends that I had needed, and they all came in while I was gone. So I figured, heck, I've got enough here, so we'll talk about them and see what we're doing. Got Visara the Dreadful. I did get the From the Vault one because y'all know I'm part raccoon and I love shiny things. 6 mana, 5/5 flying is not bad, but tap to destroy a creature is pretty sweet. So I'm probably going to want, obviously, a whole bunch of untap effects. You know, that Umbral Mantle, maybe a Dingus Staff for people to take damage when they lose a creature. Um, Probably a lot of removal. I don't know. There's got to walk that balance though, using her to kill things, and then we've got to have a win condition at some point. And I mean, it'll be fun. Now, Red Achroma here, the Angel of Fury. This was, oh man, I remember back, the Planar Chaos was the first printing. Planar Chaos was back when we still had huge pre-releases. It was like one per geographic area. I think there was one in the state of Tennessee. And I went and I opened up 3 red achromas out of 6 packs, and I called the judge. And I remember the judge was like, it's deck building. Why do you have a judge question? And I showed him. I was like, I just want you to see that this happened, because I don't believe it. Anyway, kind of was thinking about like mono red angels, but there's, you know, that tribe ain't real deep. I don't even know that there's enough mono red angels to even justify a tribe per se. But don't know. Now, I don't know. I guess we could do mono red morph. We're mono red something here. I mean, she's got fire breathe. I'm not exactly certain what I'm going to do with it. So if you've got any Achroma Angel of Fury ideas, shout them at me. Atalia, the Samite Master. She's a healer cleric, and I guess, I mean, I could just line up healer clerics, but then again, how do I win? Um, Preventing damage and whatnot is cool, but it doesn't help you, win the game per se. So I don't know. One thing I had thought about was a Rebecca Guay deck, because when you do, I guess the reason why I haven't done an artist deck yet, I don't think I have, is because you have to find an artist that has done basic land art, and basic land art in the color that you want. So I'm pretty sure she has done a plains or two, if I'm not mistaken. Now, that would be incredibly specific, so I'm not sure. There again, holler at me if you have a Samite Master idea. Let's look at Aisha Tanaka. Now, this is 4 mana 2/2 banding. Yeah, banding. That's not overly complex at all. Counter target activated effect requiring an activation cost unless the artifact's controller plays white, which most of the time they won't have. Play this ability to interrupt. Okay, so white, blue. I guess there's a. My first thought here is weird tap abilities, like creatures that tap for like counter target ability of something or whatnot. Just weird tap abilities. I'm not exactly certain what Aisha's creature type is. If I had to guess from the art, I would say they may have. See, a lot of these cards that were printed before a certain time just had, like in the old days here, Summon Legend. Now it's Legendary Creature dash. Normally 2 things. Normally it's a race and a class. Some things just have a race, or some things just have a class if they're just, kind of a generic goblin or whatever. But they did the Grand Creature type update, which pretty much race classed everything. And I wonder I wonder what Aishi is. I'll have to look that up on Scryfall to see what the creature types are. That may inspire me to do something tribal-ish. I don't know. We got a Togatog. Now, for of course, Atog was red, and it was in Alphabet Unlimited, but all the way up. It lasted a while in the core set Survivor, but they kept making different Atogs that ate different things, and eventually they made an Atog Legend that ate Atogs. So uh, I don't know if we go the Atog route, which, man, I really, really am leaning towards, just because Atog Tribal is so ridiculously weird sounding, and that's why I like it. Because there's probably not another Atog Tribal deck out there. And I don't know, Malro would be proud, I guess. I don't know. But playing Atogs to sack them to make your commander. So it looks like this may be a Voltron deck-ish. I don't think there's a whole bunch of Atogs. I mean, there's probably, what, 10? What is the EDH Rec says 12? 12's the limit or the acceptable number for something to be considered a tribe. So I'm not sure. We do have all the changelings ever printed. This is 5 colors, so that's an option too. Especially if we get the mirror entity and pump things really big. They gain all creature types, so they're Atogs, and then the Atogatog eats them all. I don't know. But Atog Tribal is probably a thing I'm going to do. We got Ayumi, the Last Visitor. Legendary Landwalk. Now let's think about what legendary lands people play with. They play with Gaze Cradle, Serra Sanctum, Boseiju. Those are the ones I see in play a lot. I know there's a bunch more. Core Haven sees a lot of play. Why Emeria and Valakut are not legendary has always boggled me. I have no clue. But anyway, there's a lot of legendary lands. Now, the downside here is she's mono green, so we can't exactly play the land swapping. I mean, I guess we could do, what is that, Gauntlets of Chaos to swap a land for a land and us run some legendary lands. But either way, this is a 5-mana, 7-power commander with a really weak evasion ability. So maybe granting Forest Walk or other land walks, because green, that's a thing that green did back in the old days, was grant land walks of various types. So maybe, I mean, 7 power, that's 3 hit club. But that's really kind of has to be unblockable, that 3 toughness. Next we have Lawan, Cephalid Empress from Torment. We got a 2/3 Cephalid Legend. When Lawan enters the battlefield now, return all blue creatures your opponents control to their hands. Your opponents can't play blue creature spells. Now, I know there's several spells, especially since I just recorded the OG Urza deck, was that Blind Seer, that you can change everything on the board to blue and then just bounce all the things. I don't know if there's a way that we can abuse the can't play blue creature spells. Now, we may be able to slight that to a different color if, like, say, everybody's got green creatures, I don't know. I don't think I've done Cephalid Tribal. That's a pretty shallow pool, I understand. But, it might could work. Next we have Lady Caleria. Don't mind me. So for the low price of 7 mana, we get a 3/6. Who taps to deal 3 damage to target attacking or blocking creature. This is Brian Wackwitz. I don't think he does Magic Art anymore, so that knocks out, Artist deck. it could, let's see, what are we, Selesnya colors? I wonder how many ladies there are, or how many cards with the term lady in it. I don't know. Uh, I know I heard somebody's do ladies looking left. I've been trying to avoid that simply because, it's a popular deck that a lot of people do, and I don't know. Is she actually looking left? I guess it could be considered that way. Her pupils are to the left, but whatever. Um, Tapping to deal damage to attacking your blockers, that's a thing. That's a thing in both green and white, so that may be the theme of the deck right there. I don't know. Here again, if y'all got any ideas for the lady, let me know. And the last one I got was Lube, Lord of Shu, 2/4 horsemanship for 5. Now, that seems pretty bad, but you know what? For Portal 3 Kingdoms, that was actually a pretty good rate. As long as you have Guan Yu and or Zhang Fei in play, it gets +2/+2. So it looks like I'm going to have to get those 2 cards to go in this deck in addition to them being their own deck. So I'm hoping they're mono white. If they're a different color other than white, which I can see because them encouraging multiple color deck play, then we're kind of screwed out of that ability. But I don't know. Lubu is probably a samurai, a warrior of some sort, maybe. I'm sorry, Lube. That'll be fun. Mono white commanders are always a ton of fun to build because you always want to try to build them differently than all the rest. And that is it for the actual commander. I did pick up something while I was out. Check this out. I picked up about 4 booster boxes of the Star Trek game. Now I know this is not Magic stuff, but this I played. I guess this was my very first game that I cheated with Magic on. Man, if I had bought Magic with all the money that I spent on this game. Now these are sealed booster boxes from Decipher back then. Of course, this is the white border version, I do believe. It should say on here if it's unlimited or not. White border edition. So, 1995. Look at that. Wow, that's been many, many moons ago. But tell you what, the reason why I showed this is because now I have like 5 booster boxes. I picked up 4 more. I had 1, and I realize that I am pure EDH, pure Magic all the time. This is a dead game. It's an extinct game, but you know what? It was a ton of fun. I played this game. If anybody would like to see a box bust, I can do a Star Trek box bust because it's all based on Next Generation. So it's scattered all the way through all 7 seasons. Now, I am a huge Trekkie. I have been a Trekkie longer than I have been a Magic fan, so it's just kind of one of those things. I saw it while I was out in South Carolina, and I picked up some. But anyway, that is what I have got for today. I do appreciate y'all. I realize this is a completely and totally random day, but y'all let me know what you think. And if you got any ideas on how any direction I can build with any of these decks, just let me know. And we will see y'all later.